chapter 20 is the most important for any futurist apology of the John's revelations. It is important to note that it is the pictures in it are and the events are very similar with the 12th chapter. The both have Satan deceiving the people, uh, short time, let loose, start war, and some other fight again. Now, it is important to note that chapter 20 has a big similarity with the 6th and 7th cup, Armageddon, the gathering on Armageddon, and the 7th cup. Well, you can check it for yourself. No, the 1,000 years is important thing. Well, I thought about it because it seems that this is a direct continue from the chapter from the previous chapter, but all of the Christian writings in the Bible says that Jesus' second coming will happen soon after after Jesus' resurrection and ascending to heaven. So I started to think for days actually, now, and I found out some things I wish to tell you. What Gog and Magog are just the big enemy or old enemy, so that's nothing important for us. Uh, but what means resurrection here? Because that can be a symbol too, and so on and so on. We know from the Old Covenant that the nation of the Jews, the people, are always complaining, and there is this the origin of with the origin of sin of Adam and Eve. Death entered to the world, and death doesn't have to mean physical death, but can be also mean spiritual death. Now let's go on. We know that Jesus came and with his death erased the death of sin, but he let alone his people so Satan can go against them, and they were persecuted by the Jews, Romans, and so on. John the Patmos wasn't a Jew. He knew not Hebrew, like you can see what how he told what Armageddon means, and we already saw that chapter 1 to 19 are surely about the past or the present of John of Patmos, and 21 and 22 will be all about the heavenly Jerusalem, so we can skip that for now. In chapter 12, we see that Mary is pregnant with Jesus. Satan tries to kill them. This can be Herod persecuting the children that mass murder in the Bible, because that never happened, and the period and the Star Woman spent time in the wastes are the time what the Jesus family spent in Egypt. Now, next in chapter 12 happens that Satan is put down to earth, hunts down Christians, and he has a small time. And the persecution of Christians will be ended by divine miracle. Now in chapter 12, instead of what in chapter 12, Satan is immediately put into the abyss and not on earth, and is let loose for a short period of time. at Satan's first binding happens the first resurrection, and under his binding, uh, yeah, and they are martyrs and obedient servant of God. So it is specifically taught who happens to be under the first resurrection, and it is there is just the spirits of them. So this is not a bodily resurrection, and not true for all Christians or all the people. Uh, and they won't be participating in the second resurrection, as they cannot be touched by the second death. As in under the second resurrection would be a judgment to two consequences, that some will enter to the heavenly Jerusalem or something, and the others will go to the lake of fire. We know that according to the Bible, Jesus' second coming will happen soon in the lifetime of Jesus' original listeners. So before 150 BC. We know that Jesus went for a short period of time to the heavens, and of course that will be around almost for a generation's time, what could be apostrophe as long period, as 1000 years, as higher criticism shows, is just means for many years. Oh, yeah, we know that according to Christians, independently from the original meaning, Genesis 3.15, where the snake serpent means Satan, who is punished, or with other words, binded. We know that in the Old Covenant, Satan is an obedient servant of God, so he is binded again. We know that Satan in Hebrew and in the ancient Greek are two different words, but the pronunciation is similar. In Hebrew it means accuser, showing the other side, and in the New Covenant, the Greek word means liar, deceiver, what is an entirely different concept as you think about it. Now, in 12 chapter 12, Satan knows he has very little time, because Jesus will bind him again, and will destroy the three prime evil. In chapter 20, it is more longer, and in details doesn't match with chapter 12. Satan in the chapter 20, yes. So I think all in all, and the Old Covenant, according to the Jewish tradition, tells us about 1 year. So all in all, the 1000 years Satan being binded is the Old Covenant's time, and the people under that being faithful and martyr and whatnot, because the Jews killed their prophets and such, and all those people are claimed to be priests and kings, priest meaning prophets maybe, or most probably, are so the first resurrection is the period of the Old Covenant, and Judgment Day will happen soon. So the 1000 years means nothing, it is a past period. Oh well, I hope you could understand this, because I ran out of time and I don't want to move further now. Thank you for watching.